The family of Mary Jane Veloso is appealing to President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to personally visit her in jail and grant her clemency. Members of Migrante International, along with Veloso's parents, Celia and Cesar, held a protest in front of the Department of Justice, or DOJ, calling for her release. Veloso has been detained at the Correctional Institution for Women for more than a year after being transferred from Indonesia. Her family insists she is a victim of human trafficking and is hoping the president will consider granting clemency so she can return home.
Buong pamilya Veloso po nananawagan sa iyo, mahal na Pangulo. Maawa ka na kay Mary Jane, palayain mo na siya. Dahil wala naman po kasalanan na aking anak, biktima lang po siya, mahal na Pangulo. Kaya sana po, ibigyan na po ninyo ang hinihingi namin na clemency kay Mary Jane para makapiling na po namin.
Ako po ay matanda na. Matagal naman na pong nagdusa ang aking anak na sana po itong panawagan po namin na ito matugunan na po ninyo. Sana po mag-usap-usap na po kayo na ibigay na ang clemency sa aking anak para makauwi na at makapiling na namin po siya.
With us now is Attorney Efraim Cortez, President of the National Union of People's Lawyers. Good morning, Attorney. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Attorney.
Yes, good morning, Diego, and good morning, Angela.
All right, Attorney, thank you for joining us. No, parang medyo nga, no, nakaligtaan ng mga taong bayan din na Mary Jane is still in jail as of this moment. But tila nagkaroon ng, kabagalan sa discussion of releasing her when there were talks when she arrived here from Indonesia na may possibility or may mga certain remedies para mapakawala siya kaagad.
Yes, hindi na consider yung mga remedies, especially yung clemency. Unang-una, she was convicted in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And now that she's here, she's now outside the jurisdiction ng Indonesian court. So, technically, ay wala ng legal impediment para hindi siya palayain. Considering na wala namang legal legal basis ng kanyang continued na pagkakakulong dito sa Pilipinas. At least ito sana ay na-consider ng ating Pangulo sa pagbibigay niya ng clemency. Malinaw naman yung one of the conditions nung tinurn over siya ng Philippine government sa Pilipinas na bahala ng Pilipinas sa kanya except that hindi na pwedeng galawin yung conviction. Ngayon, kung hindi pwedeng galawin ng conviction, ibig sabihin, he will not be declared innocent but she can be released by the President by exercising his power na magbigay ng clemency.
Sorry, Attorney. In other words, ang sinasabi ng pinaka-isang basis ng agreement lang is ibabalik natin si Mary Jane sa Pilipinas pero please do not declare her innocent or
wag lang galawin yung decision ng Indonesia. Wag lang galawin yung decision
Indonesia. Pero she can be released sana. Ano pa ibang there was another remedy, I don't remember, Attorney, na pinag-uusapan nila na possible daw gamitin kay Mary Jane.
We already filed a petition for habeas corpus. We're questioning the validity of her continued detention, considering na wala namang legal or decision ng isang korte sa Pilipinas convicting her of any crime that will justify her continued detention sa Correctional Institute for Women. Ang CIW ay intended only for those who has been convicted. Ngayon, wala siyang conviction dito sa Pilipinas ng any court. She was convicted in Indonesia. Tapos, dinala siya sa Pilipinas. You have to remember na yung authority or jurisdiction ng Indonesian court ay hanggang sa territorial jurisdiction lang nila. Since wala na siya sa territorial jurisdiction ng Indonesia, wala nang visa yung conviction insofar as her dito sa Pilipinas. Ibig sabihin, there's no legal or valid reason for her continued detention. That's why we filed a petition for habeas corpus questioning the legality of her continued detention.
Oh.
Isa yan sa mga remedies available for her.
Oh.
And we are waiting actually for the Supreme Court to act on the petition.
Kaya lang syempre ang lagi pong sinasabi ng kampo po ng Malacanang, nagkaroon po kasi ng Philippines-Indonesia arrangement no to give this clemency. So sabi nga po ni Yusek Castro, i-review nila yung terms pero yung decision still remain with the President.
Yes, kasi yung clemency talaga ay a power that only prerogative yun ng ating presidente, executive power yon. That's why the family is appealing to him na i-exercise niya yung kanyang prerogative and grant Mary Jane clemency.
But si Mary Jane Veloso po wrote a letter, a public letter to the President. Pero ang sinasabi po ni Yusek Castro, she should communicate directly to the President with this letter. Pero has she done that already before? Nakatry na po ba siya na makarating yung kanyang mensahe directly to the President?
Not to my knowledge, kung meron ng letter. They also sent a letter to the Supreme Court, and I think yan ang next move siguro to officially send an official communications with the Office of the President.
Attorney, gusto ko lang i-clarify, no? Kasi interesting nga you said na walang jurisdiction nga. Alam naman natin, walang jurisdiction ng Indonesian court past their borders, no? So, in essence, ano ang tawag natin sa pagka-detain ni Mary Jane Veloso in Philippine soil, given na wala naman siyang cases inside the Philippine borders? Is that parang illegal detention? What is it? What do you call it?
Well, technically, it's arbitrary detention. Kasi nga, walang legal basis for her continued detention. Kasi, anuman yung conviction sa Indonesia, whatever decision issued by the Indonesian courts, ay wala nang visa nung tumawid siya dito sa Pilipinas. In fact, hindi lang si Mary Jane yung tinransfer ang custody ng Indonesian government noong December 2025. May isa pang Australian 2024, may isa pang Australian na i-transfer. Upon reaching Australian soil, she was immediately released.
Yes.
Kasi nga walang basis for the Australian government to continue to hold her in detention absent any decision from Australian court to validate or legalize her detention. Ganon din si Mary Jane. Walang decision dito sa Pilipinas, and sa atin basic yan that you can only be arrested pag may warrant of arrest or you are convicted of a crime that requires your detention.
What?
So ano po ba sa tingin ninyo kung bakit po hanggang ngayon wala pa ring desisyon ng Pangulo regarding this?
Sa tingin ko, kailangan niya ng political will at mukhang hindi na pag-aaralan ng gusto ng ating Department of Justice and even yung kanyang mga advisors ang mga legal implications ng continued detention ni Mary Jane. At sa tingin ko, isang violation na yan ng kanyang karapatan.
Was there any coordination between the DOJ or anybody from Malacanang part of this case to try to explain yung situation and what is happening? Kasi arbitrary detention, medyong malalim yun. If that happens to any Filipino here na wala naman kaso rin dito, malaking issue yan.
Yun nga yung aming gusto sana. Unang-una, pinipilit namin makakuha ng documents transmitted by the Indonesian government when they transferred the custody of Mary Jane to the Philippine government. Apparently, wala. According to the concerned government officials that we have talked to, may mga dokumento, pero apparently ay wala yung sinasabi nilang written conditions. And itong mga condition ay nasa bahasa. And they said they're trying to have it translated. And this was mid-2025 nung in-inform nila kami na there's an ongoing study nung mga documents. Pero 2026 na ngayon ay hindi pa rin napapag-aralan, wala pa rin official communications. What are the conditions? Wala pa nakakaalam
Right.
kung ano yung mga dokumentong dala-dala ng mga government officials na kumuha ng custody ni Mary Jane as of now. Yun ang aming problema ngayon.
Right, we will continue to get in touch with you regarding this issue. For the meantime, maraming salamat po muli sa inyong oras, Attorney Efraim Cortez, President of the National Union of People's Lawyers. Magandang umaga po.
Maraming salamat din po.